Hello everyone, this is your mentor PJ Kazhingu, welcoming you to the International School of Mentorship, a platform where you receive various topics that motivates you, inspires you, educates you, and aligns you to help you discover your purpose in life so that you can fulfill your destiny, so that you can contribute to the well-being of humanity, so that you can also contribute to the development of your community, the development of your nation. I am here to inspire you. I am here to motivate you. I am here to drop a word in your mind that will help you to align yourself with the purpose and the destiny that God has for you. PJ Kazhingu is my name, and I am excited that I'm coming once again on this platform, the International School of Mentorship. This is getting exciting with the topic on understanding the mystery of small things. It's getting interesting, and I'm excited about it because even today I'm about to drop something that I believe will be able to help you in one way or the other. Today I'm focusing on small children. I'm focusing on small children. Children generally are despised. Children are not respected. Children are not honored. Children are not accorded certain privileges and certain opportunities that are within their age limit. And the reason is simple. It's because they are small. The reason is simple. It's because they are young. And community doesn't pay attention to children generally. I'm talking of generally. There are so many exceptions, wonderful exceptions where children are 100% taken care of and given all the necessary support and all the necessary infrastructures put in place. They have those exceptions, so many of them across the world. But generally, children are despised. Children are not honored. And the reason is simple. It's because they are young. It's because they are small. Now, listen to me. I'm talking to you parents, fathers, mothers, and guardians. I want you to listen very carefully because this is going to change your thinking. It's going to change your life. You must always reflect on where you are coming from. When you don't take time to reflect where you are coming from, it makes you ignore children. It makes you despise children. It makes you to throw away children, so to say. But I want you to sit down and think where you are coming from. You were once a baby. You were once a little child. You were once small. You were once a nobody. You were just taught to talk. You were just taught the things that you know. So it is not right for you and I to despise small children, to despise the little children. Children need to be loved. Children need to be appreciated. Children need to be cared for. Children need to be given the highest level of attention, because this is the foundation. You are building foundations in the lives of children. Children need to be given opportunities to grow themselves, opportunities to discover themselves, opportunities to discover their talents and gifts. This can only be achieved in an environment that celebrates them. This can only be achieved in an environment where they are honored and celebrated and made to know that as small as they are great. They are powerful. They are wonderful. That is supposed to be our mentality when it comes to children. When we build children in that way, we are preparing them for the future. We are preparing them for tomorrow. We're preparing them for the next level of life they're gonna encounter. Many other times we get shocked to see irresponsible adults, irresponsible teenagers. We get shocked when we see old people that don't think right, don't do things right. They do things in a very bad ways, in awkward ways. And we wonder, how come a big woman like this behaving like that? How come a big man like this behaving like that? The reason is simple. It's because when they were small, they were not appreciated. They were not inspired. They were not motivated. They were not, celebrated and all that. So they grow up with a poor self-esteem. They grow up with a negative mentality. They grow up with a sense of rejection. They grow up thinking there is nothing good about me. And so if there's nothing good about me, who cares what I do? It explains why we have got millions of people out there today who have lives that are destroyed, who are living lives that are so terrible in the community, and giving a lot of problems in the community, the cities and the nations. It all started when they were small. It all started when they were small. Don't despise the small children. Don't reject small children. Some of you women, you get pregnant and you're thinking of aborting because you despise that child you are carrying. You despise that pregnancy. But I'm here to tell you that you don't have to abort, even if maybe the man who is responsible for that pregnancy has rejected. Keep that baby, because you've got no idea who that baby is gonna become in the future. Some of you men, you men and boys, you impregnate women, you impregnate girls, and instead of accepting your responsibility, you refuse. You run away from your responsibilities, neglecting the little babies, neglecting the little children to grow up without a father, to grow up without a father figure in their lives. And as a result, these children grow up with a sense of rejection and bitterness and anger. They grow up to be terrible in society. Why? Because there is a boy somewhere, there is a man somewhere who refused to accept the responsibility of that child, responsibility of that pregnancy. Your thinking must change. Your mindset must change. Accept that responsibility. Listen to me. Listen to me. Maybe you may have good reasons for not accepting that pregnancy, because maybe you suspect that that girl was going out with a lot of other men and boys out there, and you were just one of them. And that sounds like it sounds like a very genuine reason why one would refuse to take responsibility or accept that they are responsible for the pregnancy. Now listen here. Let's say you are right. Let's say you are right. You're not the one who is responsible for that pregnancy. Let's say you are right. But let's take it this way. If you are right, but you still decide to go and father that child, what an amazing person you would be. What a great person you would be. I think I would be the first one to celebrate you. If you, at the back of your mind, you've got doubts to say this is not your pregnancy, you're not responsible for this, but you still go ahead to accept that pregnancy, and you accept the responsibility of taking care of that little child, that little boy, that little girl. That girl grows up knowing you are daddy. You give them the best. Isn't that the whole purpose of humanity? Isn't that the whole purpose of loving your neighbor? Isn't that the whole purpose of being a good Samaritan? Even if you're not the one who is responsible, but you are able to take responsibility. Let me say this. If you find yourself in that situation, there are people across the world who are ready to look after that child. So don't abort that child. Connect with organizations that are there to look after abandoned children. But don't you throw that child. Don't you kill that child. Leave that child alone. Because that child has got a great destiny. You've got no idea. Little children are loaded with great destiny. They are loaded with greatness. It starts from there. We need to appreciate them. We need to speak positively in their lives. And I know children sometimes can be so crazy, so naughty, doing a lot of naughty things. In the midst of all that craziness and being naughty and all that, you as an adult can still help the child by speaking positively into their lives, instead of swearing them, insulting them, and saying demeaning remarks on them, and making them look like they are foolish, they are stupid, and they grow up thinking like that. You can make a difference in the life of the child. Listen to me. Listen to me. The biggest investment that you can ever make in life is the investment in the little children. Any nation that neglects children is a nation that is not interested in the future. Any nation that neglects children is a nation that has decided to destroy the destiny of that nation. Because the next generation that will be leaders, that will rule the nation, the nations, it is the same little children that we are seeing today, the same little children that you think like they are nobodies, that they are full of nonsense and all sorts of things. These are the next leaders of the nations. These are the next CEOs. These are the next doctors and nurses in the next generation. These are the next people that we will be able to take care of this world. So if we take care of them now, we help them now, we cherish them now, we celebrate them now, they will grow up with a positive mentality. They will grow up with proper self-esteem. They will know who they are. And so when they turn into teenagers, there will be teenagers that are responsible. When they turn into young adults, there will be young adults that are responsible. And when they become parents, there will be parents that are responsible. And they will become people that will be able to take care of their communities, that will be able to take care of their cities, that will be able to take care of their nations. This is your mentor, PJ Kazhingu, reminding you that there is greatness inside of you. And this is the time for you to begin to manifest that greatness that is in you. I'm so excited that you tuned in to listen to this word. I believe you've learned something on this platform, the International School of Mentorship. From me, bye-bye, and see you next time.